Hello everyone and welcome. I'm your host, Joseph J. McAllister, welcoming you to another exciting edition of Midnight at the Cemetery, the show that delves into mysteries, UFOs, poltergeists, vampires, serial killers, psychic phenomenon, macabre history, and more. Tonight we're broadcasting live from Lake Elsinore Naval Academy, where we have beautiful lakeside views of boats and jet skis gliding across the water. So sit back and relax, dim the lanterns, put the horses in the stable, and make yourself a hot cup of apple cider, for we are going on a strange and delightful journey into the supernatural. Della Frank Dezo Blasco, professionally known as Bela Lugosi, was a Hungarian actor born October 20th, 1882. Bela was 6'1" with piercing blue eyes and had taken the stage name Lugosi after his hometown Lagos in western Romania. During World War II, he volunteered for Army infantry and was wounded 3 times. Bela started his acting career as a stage actor in 1901 and started appearing in films during World War II, which was 1914 through 1918. In 1918, the Spanish flu H1N1 influenza A virus pandemic was spreading through Europe and around the world, which was the last pandemic to hit 102 years ago. Incidentally, they got rid of it in 2 years by using masks, social distancing, hand washing, and limiting social events, without a cure or vaccine. Incidentally, the seasonal flu is influenza, and contrary to its namesake, it didn't start in Spain. They were blamed for it because they were the only ones reporting it due to war morale concerns during World War I. Bela fled to Germany in 1919 as a result of political activity where he had organized an actors union. In 1927, Bela played Count Dracula on Broadway as a stage play based on the novel Dracula 1897 by Bram Stoker. The play ran for 3 years and was eventually made into the film Dracula 1931. For perspective, Bela had already been in 49 movies prior to this role. In that same year, Bela became a U.S. citizen. Bela's Hungarian accent limited the roles he could play, and because he was typecast as Dracula, the roles became increasingly smaller. Bela started receiving morphine and methadone for sciatic neuritis, which is sciatic nerve pain that radiates down both legs along the sciatic nerve from the lower back. He quickly became addicted to the prescription drugs. Producers knew about his prescription medication addiction, and Bela became blacklisted from Hollywood, with only a few small parts coming in here and there. He eventually ended up working for the so-called worst director in history, starring in his low-budget sci-fi film Plan 9 from Outer Space, which incidentally is now a cult classic. He even played a scientist in Ed Wood's Glenn or Glenda. Bela was in 100 movies from 1917 through 1956. He was also in several radio broadcasts, including Mystery House, The Thirsty Death, and Suspense, Dr. Prescribed Death. Bela was also the 28th member of the Screen Actors Guild. Bela died of a heart attack August 16th, 1956, and was buried in a Dracula costume, including a cape. Bela George Lugosi. Bela had married and divorced 3 women at the time, and married 5 total. His third marriage had ended with a possible affair with actress Clara Bow. In 1941, Lugosi married his fourth wife, Lillian Arch. The couple had their son, Bela George Lugosi Jr., in 1938. Lillian, Bela, and his mother vacationed at houses in Lake Elsinore between 1944 and 1953, where their son attended school at Elsinore Naval and Military School. They had two houses. One was located a mile down the shore from the academy, and the other was only 3 houses away from the academy. The houses were very small one-story houses, each with their own private beach section. Presumably, Bella's mother stayed at the house that was further down the road, and Bela, Lillian, and their son stayed at the house that was next to the school. Tune in to our next episode where we talk more about the history and the paranormal activity of Lake Elsinore. I'd like to thank Wikipedia and their contributor for information that went into tonight's episode. Thank you for tuning in to this week's edition of Midnight at the Cemetery. And remember to hit that subscribe button so we know we're not preaching to an empty burial ground. Until next time, this is your host, Joseph J. McAllister, reminding you, try to enjoy the light. Music featured on today's show is Dance of the U-Boats by Akash Gandhi and Bellissimo by Doug Maxwell.